Good morning to students of class 8 Oak. Okay, good morning. How many present? Preyoshi, Rajot, Udit, Jasmine, Parana, Nisha, Upasana. Okay, very good. So, students, today I am going to discuss your second chapter. I am revise the second chapter, subunit, the Tiger of Mysore, Tipu Sultan, the Tiger of Mysore. I think previous class I have discussed a little bit about Tipu Sultan, the Tiger of Mysore. Do you understand the Tiger of Mysore, this subunit? Okay, Ayunan should not understand. Okay. So, I will discuss about these things in e-portal. Okay. Now, in the class, just listen and understand these subunits. If you have any doubt regarding these subunits, you can ask me. And in exam, history, civics and geography, all the three subjects will come in exam, because this is learning outcome is actually, it is not periodic test, it is learning outcome, and 20 marks question will come, and out of them 7 marks history, 7 marks geography and 6 marks civics will come. Okay, Ayunangshu, I will give you the answer in e-portal. Okay. And chapter number 2 and 3 will come in exam, and 7 question from history will come, 7 from geography and 6 from civics. So, total 20 marks MCQ will come in exam. Udit, you do not have history book, then you can follow this class, and also you can download it from the internet. Okay. In this time, a pandemic situation, it is difficult to collect a history book. So, I have okay, you can contact with the school, otherwise you can download it from the internet, the PDF file. Okay. And if you attend these classes and you have take class note, then you can, it is very easy to understand. No, sources are not important. This is not part of your syllabus. Sources, okay, sources, source 4. And read the source. Not all the sources are important, only the source 4 from chapter number 2, the and another source. Okay, only source 4 is important. Okay, and read the green boxes, the definitions given. Okay, the green boxes, those part are very important. So, let us begin this subunit, Tipu Sultan, the Tiger of Mysore. Listen this subunit, that you know that company resorted the direct military confrontation when it saw a threat to its political and economic interests, and this can be illustrated with the case of southern Indian state of Mysore. They very rarely took military actions against some Indian states. Okay. They first try to annex the state with various policies and with their various and bribing the authorities or some other way. But what happened in this case, they understood that Mysore is a state. If we not take any military action against them, we cannot suppress these states and cannot annex this, because Tipu Sultan and Hyder Ali, they are very powerful. Now, we will begin with the Hyder Ali in this subunit, that Hyder Ali, the father of Tipu Sultan, he established this their dynasty, and Hyder Ali actually the subordinate of their previous king Wadiars, and he dethroned the Wadiars, the early rulers of Mysore, and captured the power of Mysore. And with his military conquest, he spread the kingdom of Mysore to a large extent, and Mysore had grown its strength under the powerful leadership of Hyder Ali, ruled from 1761 to 1782. Okay. (1761 to 82). This is the time period of Hyder Ali. And after Hyder Ali, Tipu Sultan ruled from 1870. Tipu Sultan 1782, after the death of his father, up to 1799. Okay, this was the time period of Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. But what happened? How did their conflict with the Britishers started? That first of all, the Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, they understood that British are not a simple power. They came here to annex the Indian states one by one. Okay, so that's why what happened? They stopped the trade through Malabar port, stopped the British trade going through the Malabar ports. Malabar is the region, it is southern part. Okay, in geography you will read, this is the Malabar coast. Okay, from Goa up to the Kerala. From Goa to Kerala, this coast is known as the Malabar coast. Okay, and all the big ports at that time, like today's Mangalore also there in this area, like Calicut or Kozhikode. Okay, when Vasco da Gama first arrived, this is also present here, and numerous ports also present in the Malabar coast. What were the main reason? Okay, for the decline of Tipu Sultan? I will tell you. His ruling period of the rulers will come in exam or not? Ruling period. No, ruling period is not come, but important battles, important treaties, these are important. Important battle, important treaties, as well as those short questions from exercise. Read the short questions from the exercise, these are important. Tipu Sultan was more powerful than the East India Company. Yes, obviously. And what happened? What are the reason of conflict? They stopped the trade. They stopped the trade, British trade. British collected the black pepper. They purchased black pepper and cardamom and sell it to the Europe. It has a great demand. It had a great demand in European market. The black pepper and cardamom, clove, cinnamon, etc. Then Tipu Sultan, they controlled, and Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, they controlled the Malabar trade. So they put a ban to purchasing these commodities. Okay, so then British East India Company become very much angry. So this is the number one reason. Number one, stopped the purchase. Stopped the purchase of pepper, black pepper and cardamom. Okay, black pepper and cardamom. Then what happened? Number two, in 1785, Tipu Sultan stopped the export of sandalwood also. Okay. They also stopped the purchase of sandalwood also. Okay. Sandalwood is very precious. You know, sandalwood, it is called chandan in Hindi or Bengali. Then what happened? Number two, what happened? Number two, they also disallow local merchants to trade with company. Disallow local merchants to trade with East India Company. Okay. Trade East India Company. This is the main reason. Number 3, what is the reason? They made good relationship. Tipu Sultan and Hyder Ali, they both had good relationship with the French, and French is the number 1 enemy of the Britishers. Okay, because they also wanted to control the trade and commercial activity through Indian Ocean. Okay, as well as they also captured the, they also wanted to capture the Indian states. So these are the rivalry. So that's why when Tipu Sultan and Hyder Ali, they also make friendship with the French and modernize their army with the help of French, and they brought modern quality of guns and cannons from the France and trained their soldiers under the French generals. Then the British is very much angry. Finally, the British were furious, and they saw Hyder and Tipu as ambitious, arrogant and dangerous rulers for their to be controlled and crushed. They should crush. So that's why they led military against them, and 4 wars were fought with Mysore. 1767 to 1799, there are 4 battles. These are called Anglo-Mysore battles. The first Anglo-Mysore battle is 1767 to 69. Second Anglo-Mysore battle, it is 1780 to 84. Third Anglo-Mysore battle, it is 1790 to 92. And fourth Anglo-Mysore battle, it is 1799. It is also called the Battle of Seringapatam. The Battle of Seringapatam, the 1799, very important. Norman invasion. French was against Britishers because of Norman invasion. Yes, they have rivalry in Europe. This is different thing. You will read. Okay, you will read in class 9 the what is the rivalry between the French and the British. Okay, in Europe they have some problems. They had some problems. Okay, so that's why they also rival in Indian subcontinent. After Upasana said that after Battle of Buxar, the company appointed residents in Indian states. Who were the residents? Residents are company officials. They are actually paid officials, and they resides on the Indian king state, and they influence their kings, and they decide who will be the next king, who will be appointed as the prime minister, army general of the king, all these things. So they are very powerful. They interfere in their internal matters and everything, and they also always looked after the interest of the British East India Company. And if anything king's decision is against the company, then they will protest. They had protest and change the decisions. Okay, this is the work of the residents, and residents also attached with the subsidiary alliance. Okay, Seringapatam was the capital of Mysore. Yes, at the time the Seringapatam is capital of Tipu Sultan. Okay. You know that, Jasmine, that Mysore today is a place itself, and the Mysore city, it is the capital of the old kings Wadiyars. And the beautiful palace of Wadiyars also there, the Mysore palace, is very famous place. Okay. But after taking help from the French also, they lost the battle in 1799, because Britishers are very much powerful. Okay. And they not only they are alone, they also call the Nizam, the Marathas, all these things, all these states. Okay. I'll tell you in the next subunit how they influence the Marathas also. Now involve their the battle of their succession. They involve. Okay. Then finally, what happened? The Battle of Seringapatam did the company ultimately win a victory, and in 1799. After the first 2 battles led by Hyder Ali, but after the death of Hyder Ali, Tipu Sultan continued the 2 battles, the third and fourth Anglo-Mysore battle, and finally in the battle of Seringapatanam. And the battle of Seringapatanam in 1799 he died. Tipu died in the battle, and the two sons of the Tipu was abducted. That in the figure number 8, look at that company forces were defeated by Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan in several battles, but in 1792 attacked by the combined forces of Marathas, the Nizam of Hyderabad and the company. Tipu was forced to sign a treaty with the British by which two of his sons were taken away as a hostages, and British painters always like to painting these scenes. Okay, in this scene, figure number 8, this is described. What is the current name of Seringapatanam? It is also Seringapatanam. Okay, it is present, I think, in Mysore district in Karnataka, today's Karnataka, and the Mysore state is present in today's Karnataka. Okay. Why did they took away his son? Because as a compensation, okay, they just for making hostage that if you will against us, fight against us, then we'll kill your son. And in this way, they make blackmail the Tipu Sultan. Then what happened? After the battle of Seringapatanam, they replaced the old kingdoms of warriors, list of kingdoms which were annexed on the basis of doctrine of lapse. Okay, the list of the kingdoms, when I will discuss the doctrine of lapse, I will give you the list. Now, this is the result of battle of Seringapatanam, that Mysore was placed under a former ruling dynasty, Wadiyar. Wadiyar dynasty was ruling before the Hyder Ali. They were placed again, and a subsidiary alliance put on them, and residents also appointed in Mysore state. So, in this way the Mysore also came under the control of the British East India Company. That means it was an agreement. Yes, this is not an agreement. Okay, this is not an agreement. This is the bad practices. If you taking hostages of the king's son and blackmail them, it is not a good thing. It is not a agreement. It is a blackmailing. They are doing this type of things very often. The natural leader, please say. Natural leader of 18th revolt was Bahadur Shah Zafar. Bahadur Shah Zafar was the leader. They made him leader. He was not wanted to be a leader. Okay. What happened, Shubham? Subsidiary alliance was announced by Richard Wellesley. Yes, it is announced by Richard Wellesley. Now, I will discuss the next subunit. It is war with the Marathas. What happened with the Marathas now? Now, Mysore was captured, now Marathas. In class 7 last chapter you have read that different regional powers, kingdoms emerged. Now, we will see how British captured one by one all those regional powers. First Nizam, then Maratha, then first Bengal, then Nizam, then Mysore, then Maratha, Punjab. So, one by one, Awadh, one by one they annexed all the regional kingdoms emerged after the decline of Mughal Empire. After the death of Aurangzeb, all the kingdoms emerged, they captured one by one, everyone. So, look at this. Now, the war with the Marathas. It is also little bit critical, but if you listen carefully, you will understand. Okay. So, first of all, from late 18th century, the company also carved eventually and destroyed Maratha power. You know that in 1761, in the third battle of Panipat, the third battle of Panipat, okay. Third battle of Panipat. The Maratha power totally destroyed by the Afghan ruler Ahmad Shah Abdali. Ahmad Shah Abdali was the army general of Nadir Shah, and he was independent and ruling in Afghanistan. But after the death of Nadir Shah, he declared independence, and in 1761 he attacked Delhi and plundered the India. And in battle of Panipat, third battle of Panipat, the Maratha forces under the leadership of the Maratha rulers, okay, like Sadashiv Rao Bhau and other rulers, they defeated, okay, and most of the Maratha statesmen and good soldiers, they are died in the battle. So it's a great loss for them, and almost 1 lakh people were killed in the battle on that same day in the battle of Panipat, okay. And what happened? It's carved the Maratha power in a great extent. So then British understood that now the Marathas are weak. Then the Marathas are destroyed, their dynasty, they spreading their dynasty up to the Delhi at that time. But with suddenly the attack of Ahmad Shah Abdali destroyed the Maratha power. Then what happened? And all the good soldiers, all the good army generals, they are destroyed in the battle, they are killed. So nobody was there to rule the Marathas at that time. Only, so then what happened? And Marathas under the ruling of Delhi was, the dream of ruling Delhi was, okay, totally destroyed, and they divided into many states and small clans like Gaikwad, Bhosle, okay, Holkar and Scindia, okay. And Scindias, they ruled in today's Gwalior. The Bhosle, the Bhosle, they ruled in Maharashtra, some part of Maharashtra, okay, as well as like Gaikwad, they are ruled in the Gujarat, and in Vadodara, the capital of Gaikwad, and the Holkar, their capital Indore, okay. There is a cricket stadium you have seen, the Ahilyabai Holkar National Stadium. So this is named after the queen of the Holkar family, okay. So in this way, those clans, the Holkar, Bhosle, Scindia, Gaikwad, they are divided and ruled independently. Nobody obeys the descendants of Shivaji, Shahu, okay. Okay, then what happened? So in this way, the battle of Panipat destroyed the half of the Maratha power. So they held together under but they acknowledged the Peshwa at the time also, though they are independent, they held together under the leadership of Peshwa, okay. And at that time, Peshwa was Madhav Rao, okay. Madhav Rao was the son of Baji Rao, okay. The son of Baji Rao III, and what happened? Madhav Rao, he was a very efficient ruler, Madhav Rao, and he defeated Nizam of Hyderabad, Hyder Ali, Rajputs and Rohilla and Jat chiefs, and he also brought Shah Alam to Delhi, okay. And you know that Shah Alam too was defeated in the battle of Buxar, and they kidnapped the British, and they also bring, and Madhav Rao, the Peshwa, also bring the Shah Alam to Delhi. But after what happened in this way, Madhav Rao was consolidated the Marathas after the battle of Peshwa was the prime minister of Shivaji. In class 7 I have told you that Shivaji's there are Ashta Pradhan or 8 ministers, main ministers, out of them Peshwa was the prime minister. But at that time, after Sambhuji. Sambhuji is the son of Shivaji. Shahu was the son of Sambhuji, the grandson of Shivaji, Shahu. So from the time of Shahu, he is very weak ruler. So that's why Peshwa took the real power. He controlled, the prime minister controlled the entire Maratha kingdom, like Bajirao, Balaji Bajirao, Bajirao I. Okay. Then the descendants of them, the Madhav Rao ruled the Maratha kingdom, and he consolidated the Maratha kingdom after the destruction of third battle of Panipat. Then what happened? The Marathas, so at the time, after the death of Madhav Rao, the struggle for power again started. After the death of Madhav Rao, the people again struggling to capture the Peshwa post. Okay, who will be the next Peshwa? Then the brother of Madhav Rao, Raghunath Rao, the younger brother of, okay, so Raghunath Rao, he was the younger brother of Balaji Bajirao, Raghunath Rao, the younger brother of Balaji Bajirao, and Narayan Rao. Narayan Rao is the younger brother of Madhav Rao. So they fought each other. They are in a fought each other for the throne. Who will be the next Peshwa? Raghunath Rao, the younger brother of Balaji Bajirao, or Narayan Rao, the younger brother of Madhav Rao. Then what happened? Narayan Rao was killed by some and he became the contender of throne, Madhav Rao too. And the son of Madhav Rao, son of Narayan Rao, Madhav Rao too was a child. He was the contender of throne. Then Raghunath Rao joined with the British party, and in this way British involved in their battle of the succession. And the Marathas were subdued in the series of wars. In the first war ended in 1782 with the Treaty of Salbai, and finally in 1782 a Treaty of Salbai. In the Treaty of Salbai, they make a treaty with the Britishers after the end of first Anglo-Maratha war, but this was not finished. The battle of succession, again they fought each other in the second Anglo-Maratha war. It is the first Anglo-Maratha war. Okay, it is second Anglo-Maratha war happened in 1803 to 1805. Okay. And the Marathas totally defeated in this battle. Okay. Before that, you have to understand that Nana Furnace was a very powerful statesman. Okay, let's call him. What was the main reason for the defeat of Sirajdaulah at Plassey? This is a different question. Because of Mirza Farooq. What is the meaning of Anglo? Anglo means English. What was the main reason? What was the main? Okay. So what is the meaning of Anglo? Anglo war, not is Anglo war. Anglo-Maratha war. Anglo means British, English. Anglo came from English. Anglo-Maratha, Anglo-Mysore. Okay, Anglo-Rajput, everything. Okay, now did the British defeat Rajputs? Most of the Rajputians also, they defeated Rajputs easily came under various policies like doctrine of lapse as well as subsidiary alliance. They received those treaties. Okay, next one. Okay, what is the Treaty of Bassein? In the treaty, in the Treaty of Basin after the Second Anglo-Maratha War. Okay, they fought on different fronts and resulting the British they gaining Odisha, the territories of north of Yamuna and including Agra and Delhi. So after, okay, so this is the treaty was done after this battle, Second Anglo-Maratha battle, and as per the treaty they got the Odisha and the territories north of the Yamuna river including Agra and Delhi. You know that they captured Agra, Delhi in the time of Madhav Rao and the Balaji Bajirao. Okay, but after the third battle of Panipat they destroyed and their power destroyed, and the British captured these areas Agra, Delhi, Odisha from the Marathas after the second battle. And the third Anglo-Maratha war in 1817 to 19 crushed Maratha power, and the Peshwa was removed and sent away to Bittur near Kanpur with a pension. In 1817 to 1819, it is the third Anglo-Maratha war. The Peshwa result. Okay, and what is the result of this? That Peshwa, it is the third Anglo-Maratha war, and Peshwa was removed. Peshwa post removed. Okay. So in this way, the Marathas they defeated, and the Peshwa was removed and sent away to Bitnur near Kanpur with a pension. They sent Peshwa with a pension to Bitnur near Kanpur in UP, and the company now had complete control over the territory south of the Bindas. They captured the Nizam's Hyderabad with subsidiary alliance. Now they imposed the Mysore state. They placed the Wadiars and again subsidiary alliance. In southern states, Arcot, these are also captured, and Maratha, they are also now under the control of the British. So in this way, the total South India, the Marathas are fully crushed in the third battle. Okay, second Anglo-Maratha, because if they crushed in third battle, then if they crushed in second battle, it will never possible for them to reorganize their forces for the third battle. Okay. Sir, what is the meaning of Anglo? I have already mentioned Anglo means English. How did the last one? How did the assumption of Diwani benefit the East India Company? This is already the exercise questions already given in the as a PowerPoint presentation, and you can check it in the e-portal. Okay, any question from this subunit? Remember the three battles, Anglo-Maratha battles, how they involved their own problem when they are fighting for the post of Peshwa, Raghunath Rao and the son of Narayan Rao, Madhav Rao too. Then they involved, Raghunath Rao joined with the British, and British came and fought against their opponent party, Madhav Rao too, who was backed by the Nana Fadnis. Okay. Okay, thank you for watching. Next class, I will discuss another subunit, that claim to paramountcy. Thank you.